wonder what was that weird noise in the background. It could have been a car driving by. Hi, everybody. My name's Andy Bumatai, and let's see. I think I had a fancy graphic. Hey, it worked. Cool. Um, I don't really have anything to talk about today, but I wanted to test just going on live because I was searching out a problem. And the problem was, it happened yesterday. Hi, Molly. How are you? I know, 7:30. Oop, look how small this is. Every time I mess with things, uh-oh. Oh, you know what? Oh, I have to close some things. I know. Hmm, okay. Let's see. What do I have to close here? I think I have to close this and this. And then let's throw Molly back on. Boom. And get this going where we can kind of read it. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, hey, hey, Brian, same gang, always showing up on the 7:30. What's up, Buttercup? Hey, how you doing, Jack? Great to see you, bro. How you? Always love that avatar of yours. Hey, Sheridan, Helena, GJ, HL. Is that an I or a L? How's it? Is what I think you were trying to say. But how's it? Yeah, I don't really have anything prepared. I didn't do any news items. Basically, I geeked out today trying to figure out why the screen kept turning black. I don't know if you remember toward the end of yesterday's, last night's, wherever your time zone is, the screen turns black. And the problem with that is not all, most of my controls are on that laptop screen. So I gotta have it, right? And I can't reboot in the middle of a show. And the only reason, excuse me, not reason, the only way you can really test that is to go live. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, yeah, feeling geeking. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. Hey, Hiram, how you? Yeah, thanks for being here, you guys. Okay, so by the way, Brian, yesterday I went to that one shot and you said warm very politely because it was just so orange. So what I did is I went through all the cameras and tweaked the color, okay, which is, I won't get into that, but the aperture and all that stuff. Okay, so this is the one shot here. Let's see where, oh, wow, okay. And now this is the other one, right? You see how the colors are just a little bit better over here? Okay. And this is the one that was, remember how orange this one was, right? And now it looks like this. You see what I mean? Hi, Lita. Aloha. Just geeking out again here. Why is, oh, you know why? Because it's a different screen. I said, oh, I thought I did that, you know. In fact, let's test this one here. If I go here and bring up Molly, oh yeah, there. Okay, so this one works okay. And then how's this one look? Yeah, there we go. Oop, kind of big now, too big. Wait. Yeah, there we go. In fact, that's a lot to read. So let's throw her on the big board. What's up? Oh, God, look at this. Don't tell me I have to do this every single time, you know? Well, I mean, it's not difficult, but all right, how to do what we need is chitter chatter test the specs. Does it go black after 30 or 45? Let's put the baby to the test. Yeah, what I think it might be, and this is like a major duh, is it's going to sleep. There is a setting on one of the, screensavers or something, which I went through today, and I actually found one that was on. But then after I changed that, I plugged something in, and boom, it went black again. So I'm not going to touch things or plug things in and out, but basically that's what was causing it. I'm not sure. Yeah, the color is way more popping tonight. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and again, No more end to these stuffs. The only problem is I kind of tweaked this one, and I don't know. Does it still look cool? Ooh, oh, you can see my my feeler gauges on this screen here. Yeah. Um, to give you an idea of the kind of stuff I watch in my leisure. Here, I'll show you. Here, this this is it, and this is basically how to set the timing on a Triumph. Here, look, I wonder if I played it, you could hear it here.
And on a cold engine, so best to leave it overnight.
Yeah.
Start by shifting the bike into its highest gear and then putting the bike on its center stand so that you can rotate the rear tire to position the cam lobes correctly.
Yeah. Get the cam lobes correctly. Yeah.
The next step is to remove the seat and fuel tank. To remove the tank, you can unclip the electrical connection and then remove the fuel pump hose by pushing the orange clip back and pressing the 2 buttons on the side while pulling the hose off.
Yeah, but of course, my bike is a 2008, so it doesn't have a fuel pump or a lot of the things that this references. But still, basically, it's to test the valve time. I mean, the valve clearance. A lot of times you'll get in a motor and you'll click, and it's all clicking. And like in some of the old cars, like my truck, even you just pull the valve covers off and tighten those things down. Even you can do it while it's running. Well, this one, no, different thing. Still looks best here. Yeah, you love LinkedIn, and it does look good. I went back and watched some stuff on LinkedIn. Okay. Ooh, let's see. My first thought was asleep, but figured you wouldn't thought that not to mention it. Yeah, you know what? It that is where I went. It's sleeping, right? But again, there's a thing called God. I can't remember the names of all these geeky things. It's a display link, and I have so many monitors. This take a look at this. Okay, you see how many monitors I have here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monitors hooked up to this laptop, and that's not including the screen itself, right? And if you ask any Mac aficionado, they'll say, no, man, on a MacBook Pro, you can't have more than one extra monitor. Well, guess what? Yeah, so that's the issue. I just have, I'm stretching it to the bounds. Hey, buddy. Aloha, no. Yeah, just geeking out here. I'm doing a test. I'm trying to figure something out. And unfortunately, it's one of those deals where if I'm not live, I can't tell if it's going to do what it did. I know. And that problem is the screen goes black. I know. I see 7 monitors total. Really? Where are you seeing 7 monitors? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, no, it's this one. This is on a This is in a different computer. Okay, and then I guess so. I actually only have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 extra monitors other than the main screen, right? But still, go on the forums and see if that's possible. People will go, no, you can't do it. Oh, really? But I'm seeing why they might be saying that because there are some issues. Look behind you. What, oh, this one? No. But yeah, but that's not connected to this laptop. Okay, here's the roll call of computers. This is a M1 MacBook Pro. Okay, and then that over there, that's an M2 MacBook Air. Okay, and then this one here, you can kind of see it underneath this little iPad right there. That's an M4 Mac Mini. Okay, but so, and they all have different characteristics. Okay, only 5 on one computer. Oh, hey, let's get that. Thanks. I can test where you are, wherever you are. I can do it. There we go. Yes. Yes, that is it. Black cast session. These can be very helpful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you have any? I'm no technical expert by any means. I'm just kind of a geek who goes, hey, this is how what I did to make it work, and I can't remember what anything's called. So, if you don't mind stuttering and stammering and head scratching, I'm able to do that. But again, the thing that, if you've just joined us, the thing I'm concentrating on the most today is tweaking the cameras so that you get better color. Hey, you can see Kinako in the background. Look, she's playing with her little donut thing. Oh, there you go. What if I can't get her. That's another thing too. This camera, it's an Canon M50, which I guess is getting kind of long in the tooth, as they say, but it's got a nice 16 millimeter lens on it, but it's not autofocus. There you go. I know. Oh, my dog! I had no idea you have so many computers running. The Black Hat sessions really are the best tech support in my own way. Oh, I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I don't have them all running. The laptop is independent. It's not connected. I mean, I guess I could bring it in, but there's no reason to do that. But the editing bay, as I call it, over here. Where is it? There. The editing bay is it's all on the same network, but they're not literally hardwired together. Um, what the what am I hearing? Hear that? Is that someone? Are you doing laundry? I don't know. I'm always hearing. Here. Oh, what did I touch? Oh, my wife is vacuuming. No problem. I was going, that real geek, gotta be me. I'm looking at the audio settings. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. It's external vacuuming. My grandson was over today, and they were in the pool, and we were all hanging out today. So there we go. Yeah, wire static. Yeah, I thought so too. Believe me. Whoa, there's a Chihuahua creeping up on you. Yeah, it's actually a Chiweenie, a Chihuahua and a Dachshund mix. I know. My favorite line was a friend of mine came over and saw my dog, and he's standing there. I'm with this real biker guy, and he looks over and he goes, "Oh wow, your dog, Limo, Limo." Ooh, there we go. That's why that dog is with you. I know. Feedback from the vacuum cleaner. Could be. I don't know. Quiet now. Yeah. And I started 7:30 because, like I tell everybody, that's when that that's when the sun goes down, and these two windows get dark. So anyway, and I put another light here. Look over my left shoulder. You see that little white glow there? Check this out. Now I can I can control that. Did that today. Yeah, and I put this light here. I replaced it with a soft box, as opposed to that light that I could control. So that light it's underneath the desk over here, but um, it'll let's see. I'll show you. It can no longer do this here. This is another light. You see this one here? There's a light down there that I have, and it's the same kind of light, but I want to use the one that was up here that because I don't adjust them enough to justify having that thing here. And this softbox was sitting around doing nothing, so I did it, and it looks pretty good. I think it looks good. We'll see. There we go. Ooh, blue light is calm for us night owls. Yeah, I can change those. You want to see? Watch this. Oh, rock. Remember this? Remember this stuff? Let me see if I can. Sometimes it doesn't work, but we'll see. Let's see that light behind me, the blue one. If I went here and went whoop, changed it to orange. Oh, I forgot to turn on another one. There's another light back there that I forgot to turn on. And then let's see. The lights back here. I wonder if this will let me do this. Here. No, the light. These are the lights behind the monitor back there. But I think the monitor kind of blocks the Wi-Fi signal, and it doesn't let me do it enough. Okay. And then let's see what else we got here. Mm, then we have no, that's it. Okay. Mm. It's so funny, when I want to turn off my lights, I got to look for my phone. It's like, hey, where's my phone? I know. I can control a certain amount of from the computer, but yeah, it looked great on the main cam after you dimmed the light a bit. What? This one? Again, I can't control this. I mean, I could. I can get up and flip it and make it hotter, but or I turn it off, I guess. But um, I kind of settled in on this. How's my hair? Okay. Photo Luke recommended it. Mother's Day was his first comedy show. We always remember our firsts. Oh yeah, remember gang Father's Day. Yeah, that's coming up this Sunday. What am I saying? Yep, this Sunday. Augie Tolba and myself at the Blue Note. The show is at 1 o'clock. And I just booked all the flights and rental cars and hotels for Vegas on July 11th at Delirious Comedy Club. My friend Don Barnhart owns that. We go back to the Jurassic as comics together. And then on the 12th, that's a Saturday, July 12th, Pasadena, and I found a little cheap motel kind of place because I'll literally you know get off the plane, get in a car, go to the hotel, take a shower, drive to the gig, do the gig, go back home, sleep, get up the next morning, boom, to the airport. So I really don't care if they have a pool. Oh man. What's this? Oh yeah, blue note, blue note. My birthday is Saturday. Hey, happy birthday! All right, Brian, how are you? Hey, Gil Soto from Texas. How are you? Almost didn't recognize you. You changed your avatar since we saw each other last. Geek Out Wednesday. Yeah, again, I'm just yakking because I'm trying to see if this computer, if I fixed a problem. It's just in there. Yeah, a screen was going black, and um, I thought I fixed it, and then it came up again, and then I went, you know what? Let's just commit. Okay, I made a feed bag for my phone, so I don't have to look for it. A feed bag? What do you mean? Like you just Well, I mean, it's never that far away, but it's like you ever lay in the bed and go, okay, I'd like to dim that light, and the light is within arm's reach, but you're going, you can't control it unless you have this phone. I put one next to the bed there. That's why that one there is off. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Hold on. Hang on. Ah, light amazes me, you know. I mean, that little light I just turned up there, it's on very dim, you know. It's like the lowest setting you can have it on, and then and look how much what a difference it makes. That's amazing to me, you know. I remember when I was doing, shows, national TV shows and stuff. The lighting people, they just crazy what they do. You know, they just take one like little slice of paper and put it in a certain place to, because we're getting some kick off the car. You know, kick is reflection. You know, so they just, they do these little things. It's like, wow, that looks so good. Yeah, I mean, different. Isn't that amazing? You know. And then if you take like since that one, that light's kind of um, golden or brown or whatever. You know, if you go to and you take, let's see, which one was it? I think if I took this one here, right, and I kind of match the color a little bit. Oh, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna. Sometimes, because it's Wi-Fi, if it's out of distance or the phone isn't close enough, it doesn't work well enough. But let me see if I can. Oops. Oh, it says device offline. So probably what'll happen now, it'll change, when it finally gets a connection or something. Yeah. It's funny because I have to add these lights and do stuff, and then I go to the settings and I forgot what kind of lights they are because we've had them for how many years? Remember when I got that? Red, angry, distant hair light. Yeah, you keep mentioning a hair light. I mean, I guess I could do a hair light, but it just again, I don't know that. You want to see me try here? I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on. I stole I stole the light from the plant and put it behind me. Hold on. You see what I mean? It doesn't make that much a difference. You know what I mean? And uh, you know that's oh, did you see the red light change? It just went, oh, but somebody was trying to talk to us. So anyway, that's why I don't do it. I mean, and I guess I could get an expensive beam, you know what I mean, coming from way up, but it just and my hair is white, so it stands out to the background anyway. Okay, well, let me put the light back on the bush because the bush is going. Hey, wait, that was my light. Are you kidding? How can I be a bush without a key light? Uh, okay, there you go. Oh, yeah, your hair is just popping white tonight, so it's looks so sharp. Yeah, it part of it is my retuning of the cameras, right? And I can adjust them within the Ecamm Live program that I used to a certain extent, right? Okay. Whew. My motto is use what you got. No spend extra money if no need. Yeah, well, I always tell people, that's what's good about growing up poor. You know what I mean? When you don't have money, you know how to do it. There's a lot of people they don't know how to be broke. You know. And I'm not saying poor, I am purposely saying broke because, you go up and down. Everybody does that. But I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know how to do it. I had a friend. He just, I know in fact he was broke. And then, we go to lunch and, he just, oh, here, this one's on me. dude, we can all split the tab. No, 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 this one's on me. A $300 lunch. You know what I mean? And he grabs the tab. I'm saying, bro, I thought you were broke. Well, I am, but you know what's 300? What's 300? Oh, okay. You must be the upper echelon broke, not the general broke okoles like us. Know how to be broke is a life skill everyone should learn. Yeah. Did he get air miles? Oh, you're talking about the $300 lunch guy? Nah, no, no. Better not tell that story. Sorry. I cook some of my best meals when I'm broke. Yeah, there you go. I remember when we were growing up, everybody used to say, ask their mother, what's for dinner tonight? Every time I asked my mom that, she said the same thing: food. Oh, okay. Because she was always throwing stuff together, trying to, come up with something. And sometimes there wasn't anything. Ah, yeah. We've got so many laptops from CC points. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Yep. You too, huh? Yeah. There you go. I can't imagine the pressure. I told my wife, when we first met, I said, listen, I'll make you a deal. Okay. I don't do Christmas. No way, shape, or form. It's not a religious thing. I grew up not doing that because, it's a retail holiday that we just didn't participate in. So I grew up, I don't do it. I think it's a big hassle. And I'll trade you that for you never having to cook if you don't want to. If you feel like it, and you're just okay, and that's cool. But don't ever think that I'm gonna go, "Where's my meal, woman?" Because that doesn't happen. Flying for free too. Only good part of having loved ones with prescriptions. $35,000 a year. Okay, I'm going to take a while to decipher that, but I'll tell you what I did do recently. Um, I did that credit card thing. Have you seen this? Because I'm booking airfares and hotels and rental cars. I'm kind of in that mode. So a while back, not on this trip, but on the last trip, there was a credit card offer that said if you are approved, we'll give you a $300 credit on the statement. So I applied, got it, bought the airfare for $500 or whatever it is, applied the 300, and that was it. I've never used the card since. It just sits there, but there's no annual fee, and I'm so. And those are all you always get those kind of things. I'm guessing at some point, when you get your 12th credit card, they're gonna go, "Hey, you haven't used any of them." Right? No account transfer, no, nothing. Just hey, get the. I forget what it was. I think it was Southwest Airlines. I'm not mistaken. And they just said, "Hey, apply, get it, boom," and I used the Southwest airline credit card to buy a flight on Hawaiian. Exactly. So, nobody said anything. It all worked. So saved $300. Hey, $300 is $300. You know what I mean? Today, like I said, I got to fly from Hawaii to Vegas, Vegas to LAX, LAX to back to Hawaii. That whole little trip there, I went to Hawaiian Airlines and it was $1,350 or something. So I went to Expedia and booked the same flights, and two of them were Hawaiian flights, right? And one was Alaska, and it was $930. So, ta-da! Yeah. Ooh, Fuego Girl TV. Oh, hi. Hello. Wow, hot girl. I guess Fuego Girl is hot girl TV. Mm, I know. Oh, I know. Can I you You need a savings tip. Oh my God. Can I get an interview on TV? Uh, why are you asking me? I don't have a television show. I was just on a TV show. I was on KITV. This is Hawaii. I don't know where you are, Fuego Girl television. T-Vision. That's how she's saying. Um, I was just on Hawaii. Okay. It's never the mic. It's his amazing vocals. Who are we talking about? I didn't see your good morning here. Mahalo. Again, this is full on geek yak session. I'm trying to see if my laptop will go blank because it was doing that. Well, you know what? It's been 35 minutes, so maybe it's not going to do it. I know. Hmm. Oh, let's see, Andy. Will you show us how to visit Hawaii for free? 90 free for free 99. Yeah, swim. That's it. Oh, you know what? I don't have those things up. Let me get those up. Those triggers and stuff. Try the Don Ho thing again. Um, yeah, I was, you're the one that yesterday you fired that up, and I went, God, I kind of forgot about those. In fact, I did one here. Beep. Oh, Ricky, because you did Humboldt, baby. Oh, there's Don. Oh, let me get away. Yeah, how you doing there? I don't have Don there. And what I did was I was looking at some of these things that there's Humboldt, baby. Oh. I was playing with this stuff here, because I put a lot of work into building these things, and then they were sitting there. I went, I'll try it out, And for those of you who just joined me, my name is Andy Bumatai. There you go, dun 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 dun. All right. And if you, this is semi-serious. If you have any questions that you don't feel like putting in the chat here, you can send me an email at andy@bumatai.com. Yes, Hawaiian and Alaska are the same company now. Yeah, so same planes. I think they're painted differently, but they definitely are the same company. I know. I mean, first Aloha goes down, and then now this one. Hey, how come that? Huh, wow. Oh. Anyway, hi, how's it, Hopper? Okay, Fuego Girl T Vision is I love you and I want to put you on TV. I appreciate that, but I'm okay. I know. Somebody asked me about that the other day. You know what you should do is take these, live streams that you do and cut them into shorts, and then you could put them on the this and the that and what I mean. And I think it's all about thumbnails and it's all about grabbing their attention. And I went, dude, I don't care. you know, I mean, believe me, I didn't start reading Burkowski, but I mean, really, I gave up all that stuff. You know, I don't. Sometimes I put these videos up. I don't even tag what they I can't even remember the name of it. Where you um, what's it called, Brian? Where you put those tags so when people are searching, they'll see live stream Hawaii testing, and all that stuff. Uh, yeah. Fuego Girl T Vision. Yes, he's the man behind the live streams. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Don Flex, how you feeling, my brother? Everything good, I hope. I won't talk about it live here. Don Flex and I, we email a lot. Well, not a lot, but, every once in a while. Well, how are you? So that's great to see you. Yeah, you must be okay. I'm just geeking out, Don. So what I'm doing basically here is just testing. I've been doing this for the last week or stuff, trying to dip my toe back in the water on how to do it, and I forgot how much I enjoy doing it. So yeah, there's that. Okay, but I let me. qualify that. You know, it, it's 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 fun again because um, let me use my golf analogy. When I started playing golf, it was just so much fun because I didn't care. Me and my friends get out there and whack the pimple ball and laughing. Oh, I went in the ocean. Who can? We had a great time. And then you get you get a couple good shots and you start thinking to yourself, man, maybe I could get good at this. Then you start concentrating and watching videos and adjusting your grip and trying, and then it just goes downhill as far as the enjoyment part. At least for me, it did. It's just like now it's just frustrating. It's like that joke, I hate golf every Monday. I was that guy. Hmm. So, anyway, that's what's happening. Hey, Michael. Hey, where's the bees? Yeah, I know. The bees are, I think there's 12 left today. If you don't know what, Michael's talking about, on my YouTube channel, this is how into being a power um, influencer I am. I put these videos of my bees. There's some bees in in the bush in my front yard, and they started out. They were like a swarm this big, and I didn't even notice them till I hit the bush with the lawnmower, and then they went all over the place. But they didn't sting me, and I went, what? And I kicked back, and I just stood there, and then they all they went back onto this clump that was seriously as big as two of my fists. That's how big this swarm was, hanging from a branch. And now there's like, and they just less and less every day. And people go, well, they're just using your bush as a truck stop while they look for a condominium with a view or something. And then somebody else says, well, that's because the queen might be injured and can't fly, so they're all hanging around there, and then some of them bail out. I don't know. I don't want to start obsessing on bees, but I am using it as an opportunity to practice shooting with my phone. Here, I'll show it to you. Yeah, what am I saying? I could go there. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. How do we do this? If I go to here and I go to here, I'm doing this offline so you don't have to. Oh, look, it says I'm live on. Oh, here. I'll go B update. Okay, here. This is what it looks like. You see that there? Yeah. So what I do is I since day one, right? So every couple days I do. This is day 17 and this is day 18. But you see how there's less on day 17 than there is on day 18. And right now, I went out and I looked before the sun went down, and there's even less, right? And if you look here, let me stop this one, okay? And if I go back and look at day, I think it's, hold on here. This is what it looked like on day 2. Yeah, see that? That's what it looked like on day 3 and day 4. You see the difference? I mean, it's amazing. You know, we still there? Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'm way behind on the. Oh hey, I love Pat Pats. Are you coming in? Okay. Oh, let me get this thing. Oh, you know what? I have to, these. Okay. Anyway, let me go here, and then I can bring up La Pat Pat here, and then she'll be nice and big. How's it? Okay. Turn off the bees buzzing in the background there. Yeah. Okay. And there's online. Andy had an online show back in no, it was 2007 and 2008, right? Yeah. He's old school internet. That's like he don't care anymore. Oh, no comment. Oh, that's an interesting name. Hey, girls, we get the abs guy over here. So here, let's throw him on the big board for all the ladies. What do you say? Hold on. This ought to be good. Boom. There he is. He's got the he's got the 11 pack abs. Oh, you internet surfer, Bumatai. Oh, that's very creative. Thank you. You can start a honeybee farm. You know what? I'll tell you what, Kumodo. You know, true to my nature, I went there and I saw, you know, I did all the research and stuff, and what would it be like to it's a full commitment. And the thing about it is, you know, people think, you know, you have a beehive and you have a beehive and, you know, you're going to do things for the bees. You don't. You know, everything I've read, the bees do what they want, and you're an observer in the background going, okay, what do they want me to do? Or what can I do to help them, you know, be better? Ah. You know, Molly, they did. You know, here, let me. That's a big one, so let me put it over here. Yeah, they start making, like, they put these white, you know, globular things on the thing, and then I'm going, that's going to be the comb, right? And then the whole group moves and they abandon that little globule, and then they go someplace else. So that as a result, that branch now, all up and down it, has these little white marks where they keep starting to do something. Simply riveting, like watching grass grow. Hey, you'd be surprised. I get comments, people going, I don't know what it is. It's so mesmerizing. Yes, I can't stop watching. Are you being facetious or really? Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, I know. Bumatai. You know what? This thing, it looks like it's gonna last. I don't know. Wow, liabilities abound. Yeah, I know. I talked about that the other day. You know, someone says if they're your bees and you know they're in a hive that you created and they sting somebody, you're liable, right? But if they're in a bush like at my house that I have no control over, I guess some, you know, real evil person could say, "Hey, you know, you should have, you know, eradicated them or whatever." Oh, yes, no, the beehive has you, definitely. Oh, a beehive sounds like child raising. Yeah, except, you know, you get more honey. Maybe if you're lucky. Ah, your neighbor used to remove them for free. Huh? Well, I don't really want them removed. I mean, when they were, you know, when they were a pretty big clump, like I showed you, you know, I was thinking they were gonna grow. So I actually reached out to some beekeepers here and stuff, sent them the video that I shot. What do you suggest? Nobody got back to me, and I think it's because they went, you know, it's not like, you know, I had this giant, you know, hive that maybe they could do something with. I think they look at that many bees and it's like, what? You know, I know. Hawaiian 5-0. Hey, aloha ende and gengi. How are you, Hawaiian 5-0? Thanks for being here. Just geeking out and talking story and, you know, seeing if I can get my laptop to misbehave. And it hasn't. I know. Yeah. Uh, oh man. Hey Devin, how you? What's going on? You know. Hey, let me show you the new cameras. I'm guessing you just showed up, but what I did was I adjusted the color on all the cameras. So, you know, there's this one here, right? Which I tweaked a little bit, but it was still pretty good. But this one here looks way better to me, you know, and you can really see the red in the background on this camera. This is a Canon, I think it's T4i. This is ancient stuff, right? But it's got a good lens on it, you know. Anyway, and then there's this one here, and this is the one Brian, when I did it last time, it was so orange, and he went, warm. But now it looks, I think, a little better. Yeah, what do you know? And of course, there's the news cam shot. But I screwed this up somehow. I forgot what I did. I changed the white balance or something. I forgot. Anyway. Hmm. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, did I mention I added a plywood? See this right here? I think I did this yesterday. You see right behind me that it looks kind of cool, like cool flooring, but basically it's just a piece of thin plywood that I bought for 24 bucks at City Mill because I want to be able to do here this. Here, let me show you what I want to do. Now that's worth the price of admission right there. I know. And I can go backwards and go to this one too. You see what I'm saying? See how I have plywood over there, and that little gap that they're actually very close, so the wheels go pink right over the top. I know. My daughter came in and saw me doing that. She goes, "You're like some evil scientist." ah, don't put up a beware sign. Means you know your dog is. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what they say, right? Yeah, they say they don't say beware of dog. So in Brian's yard it says beware of Brian. Ah, how could you be liable from your bees? How would anyone know that they were yours? Well, what would happen is, like, let's say you had a beehive and there was a fence and someone was on the other side of the fence, and then they noticed that there's these bees around, and they look through the fence and they see this hive, and then they get bit and they have an allergic reaction or something, and they'll say it was those bees. I mean, and again, even if you won the suit, what a hassle would it be? It's just yucks. Yeah. The beekeeper I hooked you up with has enough land to raise goats, so he has room for bees. Yeah, well, a lot of guys, they want bees because, they're growing stuff and they need bees, but just for fun. And not only that, my daughter is she doesn't like bees. even the 12 bees that are left on my bush now. I went, hey, come look, the bees are all. She goes, I'm not even coming close. Okay, yeah. Akamai dating. Oh, I might be able to find that. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see. How can I do this? What I have to do. Well, first of all, let me see if I can find it. Okay. Why you know what? I do not have it. In a minute. I go to he do. Everything stops while I look for Akamai dating. Intros from the vault. Let me see, is it in there? New from the vault. No, I don't know it. Yeah, no, sorry, man. I don't want to sit here and I mean I could find it, but it's gonna be, very boring to sit here and watch me look for it. As he does it anyway, into the vault drops. No, no, it's not gonna happen. And just so you know, Brian, it's a 12 terabyte drive. So for me to go, well, hold on, let me check this folder. Maybe it's over here. And I cleaned a bunch of stuff up and consolidated, and it's not like I, you know, have that old Stream Deck where it had its own button, you know. kind of missed that. No. I looked into it. They're $200. They went up. I went, what? What I'm talking about is this. I used to have see this was this is a controller, and all these buttons I had different stuff on, and you could page through, so you could put 5 pages with this many buttons on it, and I kind of knew where stuff was. And Alchemy Dating, hold on, right there, ding, and it would just play. But now that died. Yeah. So now I have this one here. Let me show it to you. I think I can do this without. See, this is the new one, but it has dials, so you can control volume and different things. But you can see I have the like if I push this button here, that's this camera. But this button, if I push it, see, and then if here, and now if I push this button here, see, it goes there, and then this button, where are you? Oh yeah, then now this button here goes there, right? And then this button, push it, and it brings me back here. Okay, and I have pages. See on this one here. See, you can hit this, you see, and then you get another set of buttons, right? Like take for instance, if I press, let's see, this button.
Lately I've been on my knees looking for the answer. And in my mind I run to the hills for some clarity.
snuck that one in. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. And there was a time, like I showed you on the other one, that I had a bunch of those hooked up. I know. Oh my goodness. Okay. Habut? Why? Why? What happened? Oh, watch out. I have my own habut. Whoa. Oh, that's my Halloween costume. Ah. Okay, gang. It looks like we made it all the way through. That's an hour, and it didn't go on strike. Yeah. Hmm. Hi, Robinator. M. Taz. Hey, yellow face bees are endemic to Hawaii. They are small and can pollinate tiny flowers. Yeah, I don't know. Someone was asking about when they showed up, and I'm not exactly sure when they did. I mean, you know, but how did flowers pollinate before there were bees? I thought that was the birds and the bees. I don't know. Someone asked me, I said, hey, they asked me in one of the comments on the bee videos, hey, are you going to do more nature stuff? What? No, I don't think so. Yes, next week we're going to visit the elk. Uh, okay. Aloha Andy Wave. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, gang, thanks for hanging in there. You know, a little yak fest. I do. Oh, and by the way, check out Mad Statter show whenever it's on. But I'm always in the background. I always have her on the background, on this big screen over here with my wireless earphones as I'm running around doing stuff. Good fun. Yeah. Okay. Hey, what? Cheer 1000. What, you didn't cheer 1000. Wait a minute. Let me. Do I have the? Yeah, I have the alert box on, so I didn't. But anyway, hey, Don, please. Thank you, Don. Oh, Don, host flexing. I'm nostalgic around my birthday. Yeah, yeah. It's Brian's birthday this Saturday, so there you go. Hey, Devin. Oh, aloha. Don and flexing. Okay, gang. Really appreciate it, Don. If you did cheer, I didn't. I don't have it set up like it used to be, so we bling things pop up on the screen and stuff like that. Again, I'm redoing everything here, including me. So you know, appreciate it if that happened, and just being here. You the man. Don. You the man. Talk about Don. Oh, there you go. Ooh, thank you for all your efforts, Andy. Yeah, there's not much effort to it. Again, Namaste Zen. I'm just gonna keep it easy. Keep it fun. I apologize if some people go, "What is this? It?" Because I'm not trying to, you know, be an influencer. I'm just going to try to get better at it, keep improving the studio as best I can. This little area here is next. Those are that's all art, pictures that have leaned up against the wall, and I got to figure out what to do with those. Those Robert Lynn Nelson, those triplicates or whatever they're called. Yeah, those I kind of like. Those are in that. They used to be up against this wall. You know. Okay. Mahalo for the shout out. I'll be lurking. maybe I did it wrong. Don't worry about it. Don't please. I really appreciate it, but hey, you have done so much in the past. You know. I always try to tell people that see this gizmo. Oh, you can't see it there. Here. Oh, this here. You were the one that was responsible for starting the landslide of donations that came in so that I could buy this thing. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember that show, but I was talking about it, going, that would be really cool to have one. And you said, "Oh, well, I'll tell you what, let me here. I'll go," and then you started donating and remember hype trains and all that stuff. Yeah, and this is the result right here. I think about you a lot when I'm using it and configuring it, and believe me, there's a lot to it. And they just upgraded the software so it does so much more, you know, because it wasn't confusing enough. Oh, all right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Agon hitabatin. Here we go. Mahalo.